everybody, welcome to That Goninan Life. If you are new here, I am Amy and I have been doing Weight Watchers continuously since the beginning of March of 2019, so this year. And now there have been some changes to the Weight Watchers or WW program, and so the purpose of this video is to kind of explain the different programs, and I also just want to give my thoughts and opinions about who might these plans work well for or best for. That part will be very much my opinion, and opinions can be wrong, okay? And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. Oh, and I'm going to tell you which one I am going to be trying out. So let's get started. I hope this is really informative and helpful for you guys. And let me just tell you, I'm excited for this new plan. So before we get into the new plan, let's start off with some of the basics. All right. So I used to be a teacher, okay, can you tell? I used to be a teacher at a university. All right, so Weight Watchers, WW. It is I think they call it like a wellness plan or something, but basically plan to get healthy. So Weight Watchers, the whole premise of Weight Watchers is based on SMART points. So what SMART points are a numerical value placed on food. So this numerical value is based on calories, saturated fat, sugar, and protein. So it starts off with calories, and the points can be risen if there are more saturated fat or sugar in the item you're eating, and then the points can be lowered based on protein. So everything is based off of SMART points. But big reveal, there are 0 points foods. So 0 point foods are foods that do not have a value or have 0 points, despite the fact that they might have calories or something like this. So for example, something like an apple. An apple does have calories, and the calories might lend it to being like 1 SMART point. I'm just making this up. But because Weight Watchers deems this as a really healthy, nutritious food, they have it at 0 for all these. So 0 point food. All right. And then let's get into some of the particulars, because this is where the new plans can kind of differ. Actually, 0 points too. Okay, so in Weight Watchers speak, we have something called daily, weekly activity points and rollover points. So daily points are the recommended SMART points that you should be able to eat in a day. So basically it is how much food you should be consuming in order to have a healthy lifestyle. These daily points are they're going to be individual based on the different plans and the different people. This is based on like age, lifestyle, gender, all these different things for your daily points, as are weeklies. So weeklies are like what I consider a little bank of SMART. I hope you can read this, by the way, when I'm putting this up. I'm sorry if you can't. Weeklies are basically a little bank of SMART points that you could use as at your discretion throughout the week. Now, I will tell you personally, ever since starting in March, I have not used my weekly points, except for possibly on very rare special occasions. Like I will be using my weekly points for probably Thanksgiving this year, and also when we take a road trip up to visit my family and my husband's family in Washington. Oh, and I guess I don't think I told you, I've lost over 60 pounds using what was called Weight Watchers Freestyle, and I still have plenty to go, but so I have had success since doing that. All right, so those are daily. Weeklies, honestly, I don't use them. Now, activity points. So activity points are smart points, or points that you can earn by doing different exercises throughout the week. And these exercises do not have to be intense exercise. Like if you have an iPhone, you can connect the like health app, the heart app, to Weight Watchers, and just the walking around that you do on your everyday life, that will help you get activity points. So let me explain what I do for activity points. I absolutely never ever eat my activity points. I definitely use my activity points, but what I use it for is I use it for motivation in order to be able to lose the weight. I have found on my diet and doing Weight Watchers Freestyle, I have to eat within my dailies, just my dailies, and I have to get all of my activity points throughout the week, which currently for me, I am doing a running program. So I am running Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on top of that, I am doing probably about like around 20 minutes, maybe 20-30 minutes on Tuesday and Thursday of like core strength video exercising in order to get my activity points. And that is essential for me. If I do not get close to all my activity points throughout the week, I have found on Weight Watchers Freestyle that I do not lose the weight. So it is really, activity points are necessary, but I do not eat them. All right, and lastly, we have rollover points. So rollover points are points that go into your weeklies if you do not eat all your points within your day. So let's say and it's up to 4. So let's say I have 23 smart points every day, which I do, and for whatever reason I only eat 17. Maybe I wasn't that hungry, or I ate some 0-point food or whatever. So I have 6 smart points left for the day. So up to 4 of those points will now go into my weeklies, should I choose to use them. But honestly, like I said, I never do. Yes, so let's do this next big reveal. Da, 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 da. There are also some things called Wellness Wins and Connect. Wellness Wins is basically Weight Watchers reward type program. So if you are following the Weight Watchers program, if you're tracking your weight, if you are exercising, then you get Wellness Wins points or something like that. And you could trade these things in for like a cookbook or a water bottle, or they have different things you could trade them in. I have a lot of Wellness Wins points, but I'm waiting for something I really want. I don't really want anything quite yet, so I'm going to save it. So whenever they get new prizes, I will be right there ready for it. And then Connect. The best way that I could describe Connect is Weight Watchers social media account. It is set up very much like Instagram. It's basically private Instagram is how I would describe it. I am a digital member or online only member. I've never been to a workshop. I'm very introverted, and so this works well for me. And honestly, I do not participate in Connect at all. I've never posted, or I've never left a comment or anything on Connect, but I do really like Connect because I find a lot of like encouragement, and I love seeing people's like transformation or before or after ideas. So I do love that. So the reason why I did this little review is because activity points, rollovers, Wellness Wins, Connect, those things aren't really changing. Connect will have specific groups for those specific plans if you want to join, but those are all staying the same. And then weeklies are also going to be here, but the daily points will change, and that is what I'm going to get into next. So I hope this gives you a little bit of a reminder and a basis for what we're about to talk about next, which is the different plans. So I'm going to erase this board and make a new one. Was this helpful? I hope this was helpful. All right, so let's get into the new plans that Weight Watchers proposed. So they have 3 plans. They are the green, the blue, and the purple plans. So let's just get started. The green plan is what was formerly basically Smart Points, the program before Freestyle. The blue plan is Freestyle, what is currently going on. And then the purple plan, I think it's based on one other one, but I think is it Simply Nourish, something like that. But let me explain these to you. Alright, so I tried to make it a little bit visual for you so you guys can see. So in the green plan, the SP is big. SP for Smart Points is big because you get a lot of Smart Points, but the 0 is small because you get the smallest amount of 0 points. The blue plan, which is the current Weight Watchers Freestyle plan, they're both kind of moderate because you get like a good amount of Smart Points, but also a good amount of 0 points. And then in the green plan, it is the opposite, or I'm sorry, in the purple plan, it's the opposite. So you have the SP is small because you get a small amount of daily Smart Points, but the 0 is big because you have a lot of 0 point food options. So below you guys could see an example. These are examples of minimum daily Smart Points. So for the green plan, the minimal daily Smart Points are 30 points. Which that 30 points seems like a lot to me. Blue point is the same, 23 is the minimum. That is what I am currently at. And then the Smart Points over here on the purple, 16 daily Smart Points. And then let's go over the 0 point food. So green has 100, well they say 100 plus. Blue has 200 plus, and then purple has 300 plus. So I hope that's clear. Basically, green, lots of Smart Points, little 0 points. Blue, medium of both. Purple, lots of 0 points food and a little bit of Smart Points. Got it? Got it. Alright, let's move on to talking about the 0 point food list. Alright, I hope you can read this. So the 0 point food list, the green plan has very basic fruit and non-starchy vegetables. So things that people would everybody would agree is like healthy food. I'm going to read this to you because I don't even know if you can read this. My tiny and not so great handwriting. So blue, which is Freestyle, it has everything the green has plus eggs, chicken and turkey breasts, fish, shellfish, beans and legumes, tofu, and tempeh. I've never even heard of that. Is it good? Should I try it? I don't know. Let me know down below. And fat-free plain yogurt. Woo, mouthful. Alright, and then the purple has everything that the blue has, everything that the green has, but then they add potatoes and whole wheat pasta and grains. Alright, so you can see basically we're building onto all of these healthy 0 point food options. Alright, so I hope that is clear. Go to the Weight Watchers website if you want a complete list of all the 0 point foods, but these are the basic categories. Alright, so before, everything that I've talked about before have all been facts. So I kind of want to explain to you my opinions and my initial thoughts for this one. I've never done anything like the purple plan. I have spent 8 months on the blue plan, the Freestyle plan, And previously, I did do Weight Watchers before, and I did do the Smart Points or the green plan, but I honestly was not that committed. So I think the most that I lost was like 15, 17 pounds, but it was very much I was not ready for it. It's nothing against the green plan at all, because actually I liked it a lot. So let's do the final reveal, and I will talk to you guys about what I consider as some of the pros and the cons. So you could see I made happy and sad smiley faces for these things. I really hope you guys aren't not seeing these things. All right, I guess I'll talk you through them. So as part of the pros or positives for this green plan, I thought is the number one thing is increased accountability, right? So if you have fewer 0-point food, obviously you are going to have to track and take care of more food. And that means that you will have to be responsible for, if you're doing it honestly and well, you'll have to be responsible for like weighing things out, measuring more things, and so you will be accountable to more things, which honestly I think is a positive, because the next good thing is, I think if you are doing the green plan, you are going to get a really firm, good handle on your portion control. So if you are someone that struggles with overeating, which is definitely a problem I for sure have, that's my struggle, then I think this is going to be great, because it's going to help you portion everything except for like fruit and then non-starchy vegetables, right, out. And I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody got way too unhealthy overweight by eating fruit and non-starchy vegetables. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe it is. Another thing that I really liked is that I think that this green plan will encourage protein diversity, or using like different kinds of protein, because I've been on this blue plan or Weight Watchers Freestyle for a long time, and if you've seen my like what I eat in a days or anything like that, you know that my protein, honestly, is almost always boneless, skinless chicken. I really don't even use ground turkey that much, if at all, or any other type of protein. So one thing that I think is kind of cool is, because the turkey breast and the ground turkey and then chicken breast will have points and you will measure, it might encourage like me or you to try different types of lean or healthy proteins, or feel freer to indulge in maybe other proteins that aren't so lean, which is like, that's pretty, I think that's cool, right? Because then I think this green plan might lead to, oh, I didn't put this, bonus, I'm telling you now. I feel like this green plan might be able to have actually more creativity in the kitchen, might add a lot more fun. Because I feel like that you get the more freedom to try different things, because you have more Smart Points budget. Like, try different things that would be yummier. So those are the positives for what I consider under the happy face. So let's go to what I think might be some of the sad face or the negative. I think it could be a little bit stressful to have to check everything, especially if you are not eating a lot at home, and learning how to portion things when you are out and about. If you're eating at restaurants, or if you're eating at a friend's house or something like that, I think that could be, at least for me, I would be stressed out, because unless you're just having a meal of just fruits and veggies, I would be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do, you know? So I think it could add to stress if you're someone like me. Another con is the time. It's going to add a little bit more time in your meal prep, in different things, to have to weigh things out, to have to measure things out. I honestly don't think that it will be that much more time, but you'll just have to be a little bit more conscientious, I think, and think a little bit more of your meals, of your snack, and maybe plan a little bit ahead for different things. Also, you will see here, I put carbs here. I will tell you right now, if I had more smart points, would you like to know what I would use it on? Bread, toast, rolls. That would be what I would use it on. So I think there might be, at least for me, a temptation to add more sourdough bread. That's what I want. That would be more. This, I don't know if that is completely accurate, but honestly, when I thought to going back to 30 points, I was excited because when I was doing smart points before, I worked that sourdough bread into my day every single day, and I could. And I could, honestly, I could still do that, but I want my special sourdough toast I love so much to be more of a treat than an everyday indulgence for my lifestyle. And I think I might be a little bit tempted on the green plan to do so because I have more smart points and I have a lot more flexibility. All right, blue plan. Blue plan we all know about if we have been doing it before. So here is just a little quick look at my happy and sad places for the blue plan. So blue plan, I think it has a lot of flexibility, which is great, right? So you have the you do have a lot of the strictness of the portion control that comes with the green plan, but on the opposite side, you do have more flexibility, right? So if you are at a restaurant, I think it might be easier to not quite freak out. And so I think the accountability is okay. And honestly, personally for me, I think the blue plan is easy, right? If you go out to a restaurant, or if you're going in fast food, look for something, whatever has grilled chicken, gravitate towards that, and then you don't, it's one less thing you have to worry about. That's at least what I do. So I think it's pretty easy. That's just what I think. The negative, there's one negative that I have, and this is what I have had to deal with, is overeating. It is easy to overeat with this blue plan, I think. And I struggle with it, and I have had to learn how to work my blue plan or my freestyle so I don't overeat. Yeah, which is hard. So if you are someone who gained your weight because you ate too much, maybe not necessarily your choices, this might be a little bit harder for you. All right, so purple plan. Woo. Here's a quick look at my happy and sad faces, or pros and cons of the purple plan. So let's talk about it. So the good thing about the purple plan is I feel like there won't be as many temptations just because you do not have a lot of smart points to work with, right? So like my example for the sourdough bread on the purple plan, like it would have to be a very special occasion for me to have my sourdough toast because I have to be so careful with all of my points that I use. So I think that I might not be as tempted. Once again, I'm guessing, I don't know. And then to kind of go along with it is I think that different indulgences you'll have to put more thought into because of those low points, right? The low daily smart points. So if you want something, absolutely you could have it even on 16 smart points. Like I could have my sourdough toast with some Kerrygold butter, and for sure that's less than 16 points. But I will just have to be more thoughtful about that, and I will have to plan my day out to make sure I don't use the smart points on anything else, which I think could be like, I think it could be nice to really think about your indulgence. Because while you're thinking about your indulgence, your everyday eating, you do not have to worry so much about, don't have to be exact about measuring. Honestly, this limited choice for the foods that you can, the limited choice meaning you don't have a lot of trackable points to have, that might really help narrow down your planning and things like this. Like, honestly, I think a person like my mom could do really well, because what my mom likes to do is she likes to spend a lot of time researching and trying to figure out meal plans. She loves looking at recipes, and that takes up a lot of her time, which she loves to do. That's totally great. But if she had a more narrow focus, she might be able to get things done quicker, because then she knows, okay, have either like meat and potatoes, some sort of vegetable, and then add, pasta, whole grain pasta or potato, have some sort of vegetable, have some chicken, easy done, right? So I think if you are someone who struggles with meal planning, I think this could be really, really helpful, because you just won't have to account for as much, which I'm excited. I don't think she's going to do that one, but I would be curious to see if she does well on that one. Yeah, so the last thing is, I think this will really take a lot less time, because you really don't, like, I feel like with this plan, eating might not, or meal planning might not consume a lot of your mind. Yeah, that's just my opinion. So for some of the negatives is, I do think that it will have limited flexibility, flexibility for carbs or protein or things that will that count as points, because you don't have that many. Also, if you are like me, maybe you don't like the extra 0 points. Like, honestly, pasta, if I had to cut it out of my life, I could live. Also, potatoes, with the exception of French fries, but we're not talking potatoes minus French fries, I could cut out of my life too. And so the thing I couldn't is bread and rice. That's all me. So for someone like me who maybe though, like whole wheat pasta or pasta in general, or potatoes just aren't that exciting to you, I feel like that possibly this could get a little bit boring and difficult to do. Also, the idea of implementing this in real life, like going out to restaurants or going to friends' house, that seems super stressful to me, because the idea of planning for it and not knowing what's going on. If you are eating at home, I feel like this could be an awesome, great option, but it just seems stressful to like going to someone's house and being like, oh, what's for dinner? Oh my gosh, I don't have enough points for all this, you know. And another negative is similar to the blue plan, is I feel like the temptation to overeat or not to have correct portion size would be a very big struggle. Very, very, very big struggle. Especially if you do like potatoes, or if you do like whole wheat pasta, then that would be, I think that would be really tempting to get the portion size out of control. So let me kind of wrap up who I think maybe these plans are good for. The purple, I think if you do not struggle with overeating, but I think if you struggle with making healthy food choices, like, and eating healthy, I think the purple plan would be awesome. Or I think if you have a very busy lifestyle, but you can meal plan or you can work ahead, I think this purple plan would be really awesome, because I just feel like if you can, for the most part, eat at home, this just would simplify things so much, and then you don't have to spend so much time thinking about it. The green plan I think is great for someone who wants a bit more creativity in the kitchen, or who wants really accountability and portion control for this one. I think that would be great. And the blue plan I think would be great for someone who is a little bit in the middle, who maybe doesn't want to have the stress or time consumption of the green plan, which is, you know, have to portion out everything and stuff like that. But also want some of that creativity that the green plan offers. Yeah, so those are who I think it will be. And now, you want to know what I'm going to choose? Alright, so the plan that I am going to choose is, drumroll, like Michael Scott from The Office on my legs, is the blue plan. I am going to be sticking with the blue plan, and let me explain why. So first of all, when a lot of these rumors started to come out, I was in the midst of a plateau and I didn't even quite realize it. You guys might have seen some videos that I did, like talking about how I was frustrated with Weight Watchers and all these different things. But I was in a plateau, and from what I've done research on and read, sometimes that just happens. But I stuck with the plan, and I really was consistent on my exercise, and I really made sure I was tracking honestly. So when I was consistently tracking honestly, and when I was getting all of my activity points, I have been losing 1 to 2 pounds, one week almost 3, everybody, for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have been 5 weeks strong of losing anywhere from 1 to almost 3 pounds doing Weight Watchers Freestyle, which is the current Weight Watchers blue plan. And so I'm just going to stick to it, and because it's working. Like, what else can I expect for 1 to 2 plans? Now, let me give you my personal thoughts about the purple and the green one. The purple one, I don't know if that would ever be right for me, because like I said, I don't really like those extra foods, and I just want more creativity. The green plan, when the rumors were first coming, people, I was all about that green plan. I really wanted it. But when the rumors were starting to come out and I was reading about it, watching videos about it, I was also basically in the midst of my plateau, and so I was really frustrated. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like that I've seen on Instagram and other YouTubers, like, a lot of people are doing the green plan, and I want to be part of the cool kids club, you know. I kind of want to join and do the green plan, but and I was thinking about it, and I'm a little sad that I'm staying on the blue plan. But I have to realize, like, I'm not losing weight, I'm not getting healthy for YouTube, I'm not getting healthy for Instagram, I'm not getting healthy for any reason other than my quality of life and what I want and what my goals. And so if what is currently working for me is the blue plan, I'm just going to stay. But you better believe, as if I hit another plateau, or if I'm getting frustrated, or I'm jumping on that green bandwagon, because I really want to. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this really long video with me. I would love to hear your thoughts about the different plans, the pros, cons. Give me a little heart emoji with if you're blue heart, if you're going to stick with blue, green heart, purple heart, because I want to see what you guys have. And I would love, even if you're doing a different plan than I would love to have you guys subscribe to me. Because, well, first of all, I might switch, you know, if I do get into another plateau. But I think that regardless of what plan we're doing, we're all having the same goal, and we're all using Weight Watchers to try to do it. And so we could still share different ideas and things like that, and I'll be sure to do it. So I'm so excited with this flexibility. I think it could be nothing but good things for all of us. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.